guys? Kirsty Snyder here, ready to rock for Mindset Monday. It's the 22nd of July. If you don't see the red light button in the corner, that means you're catching the replay beyond the 22nd at noon. Awesome. Good to have you. Please put replay in the comments below. Or if you're on our replay playlist, put replay below this video. We'd love to hear from you. I am going to go super freaking fast today because of an appointment right after, and I want you to be here, paying attention 100%, being intentional, and not just checking the box to say, oh, I attended, but what is it that you learned? Why was it that you were here? So that you can actually go apply a different concept and actually be helpful to yourself inside of this business, okay? Beth Hayes, great to see you. Jason Gilbert, Elaine Turner. What's up, you guys? How you doing? Let me know where you're tuning in from, what city, state, or country, just like Jason did. New York, in the house. Lorianne, what's up, my friend? How you doing? How's it going? What's up? Let's see. Oh, good. It works. Join me live. You be live. Really? I cannot type. Join me live. Oh, this is why I voice text people. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. Bert in the house. Elaine, Beth, good to see you guys. Awesome. Ricky, great to have you. Let me know where in the world you're tuning in from. And then always, as an important question that I love asking, love it, love it, love it. If I were to call you up August 22nd, exactly a month from now, and say, hey, Jason, you just made this amount. Hey, Elaine, you just made this amount. Oh my gosh, Bert, you just had this amount of sales. How much would you want to make and why? Drop me a comment. If you knew exactly a month from now, August 22nd, Melissa White, great to see you. If you knew exactly a month from now, August 22nd, that I was going to call you up and say, hey, Danielle, you just made this amount. Hey, Candace, you just made this amount. How much would you want to make? Drop me a comment. Let me know. Because when you can think from the end result, and as this video says in the description, is your mouth watering? Do you have the right habits? When you can actually think from the end result, that you then internalize how that feels, that feeling turns into behavior. That behavior turns into the action that you take. The action that you take gives you the result, right? Lorianne, for example, wanting to make $8,000, Beth wanting to make $3,000, Elaine wanting to make $3,000. Listen, let's do an average of that. $5,000, just like Ricky just commented. $5,000. If you knew that you were going to make more than $1,000 a week over the next month, how would you show up today? If you knew for a fact, August 22nd, Jason, I was going to call you up. Rod, I was going to call you up and say, hey, you just made $5,000. Jeff, if I called you up on August 22nd, a month from now, and said, you just made $3,000, $8,000, $5,000, $6,000, Jason, how would you feel? You've got to start internalizing that feeling of having that result in order for the feeling to shift your behavior. Drop that in the comments right now. The feeling needs to shift the behavior. Feeling it, you guys, is the secret. Feeling it is the secret. You cannot do something or forfeit something without having felt it first. You know what I'm saying? You have to actually feel it in order to do it. Okay? When the feeling becomes so mouth-watering, so to speak, like Pavlov's dog, every time they heard the bell, their mouth would water. Even if they heard the bell and there was no food, their mouth would still water. Why? Because they were used to it. Because it was a behavior. If every single time I get an email notification, my mouth waters, so to speak, and I know it's a GFU sale, do you think I'd be more inclined to have more sales if that's what I was anticipating? If that was the feeling that I had, would I attract more sales? Yes. So what is it you can start doing today that will create a habit around your behavior turning into action, the action giving you the result? You want different results in this business? You have to be so specific with what it is you're doing. It's not just showing up more, Candace. It's you being able to actually do what showing up is. It's not just showing up more. Anyone can check the box and be like, yo, I attended MM today and it was great. Good for you. We don't care if MM was great for you. We care if it moved you into action. You need to care if what you heard and what you felt moved you into action. Otherwise, you're just retaining info. You know a lot, blah, blah, blah. But last I checked, people who know a lot are not getting the results. that they deserve. You can know a lot and not actually go get results. You can be an unconscious confidant. You could be a wandering generality, just like Zig Ziglar says. We want you to be a meaningful specific. Are your goals specific enough to actually shift you into the behavior that is required to attain the results you want? Drop that in the comments. That is something seriously you should write down. Your behavior. Are you actually behaving? Are you actually in the requirement of the right behavior? The right behavior to get the results you want. You have to have the right behavior. You can't just show up. You can't just say, I'm going to be more consistent. What the freak does that even mean, right? You have to actually be a different person to go do a different thing to then have a different result. Be, do, have. Drop that in the comments. Be, do, have. Be, do, have. Be, do, have. It's not once I have success, then I'll do the thing, then I'll be successful, then I'll be more this or more that. No, you have to actually do, okay? But don't just comment and say, oh, I got to do the work. Yeah. You got to do the work. Are you doing the work, or are you just showing up and saying, I got to do the work? Woo, woo, woo. We don't want cheerleaders. You can't just cheer yourself on. You have to know why the cheering is helpful. The reason you cheer yourself on, the reason you think positive is not just, woohoo, think positive, yay, I attract things, blah, blah, blah. That's not what it's about. It's about you actually doing it because your belief system about that thing is so strong. So I'll tie it back, then we'll end. You want to go make $3,000, $8,000, $5,000 over the next 30 days? You actually want that? Good for you. Are you shifting your behavior into the desire implemented? Okay? It's one thing to desire it. It's one thing to say. It's one thing to show up and be more consistent in seeing Mindset Monday or something. We don't care. We care what you actually go do with that feeling, what you actually go do with the phrase you commented. Do. It doesn't matter what you think, what you retain. It matters what you do. Does that make sense? Drop a make sense if it does, okay? If you don't see the red light button in the corner, make sure to comment where you're tuning in from, what city, state, or country. Make sure to comment right now, if you haven't already, from the beginning, how much you want to make over the next 30 days. Even if you see this well beyond the 22nd of July when it happened live, still comment, okay? If you're on our YouTube playlist, comment below. Comment below. Don't hurt it for yourself. Make sure your team has it. Register now for Teachable Tuesday, and we will see you tomorrow for Teachable Tuesday. You know where to go. Comment registered as soon as you are registered. Again, don't hurt it for yourself. Make sure your team is there as well. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye now.